Jess, you gotta sow those wild oats while you can. You're a married woman now, so thank goodness there were 5 boys
Do you know
on the
what?
scene.
You got to kiss some frogs. You got to kiss some frogs.
Totally different metaphors there, but yes.
Same thing. Same
I
thing.
think
How's
we're
it
saying
different?
different things, actually.
No. What do we? Go on.
You're saying you had to kiss lots of frogs to get to
Yeah.
your Sam.
And you said, and you
I'm
said so.
saying, thank goodness you did lots of being a hussy because now you're stuck with your Sam.
Hello, I'm Jess.
And I'm Laura.
Welcome to Big Small Feelings, the podcast where we look back at the unscripted chaos of our 20s through our very own journals.
Is it normal to feel like this in your 20s? Well, we're still not sure, but this is what we've learned along the way. All names, apart from our own, have been changed.
Hello, Laura.
Hello, Jess.
How you doing?
I'm very well.
Good.
Thank you. How are you?
Great. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. So this is our first. This is our. Sorry, Laura. Please.
No, please.
I
After
was
you.
just going to say this is our first time going live with video.
Yeah, an undisclosed amount of time has passed since episode 5. We don't need to clarify exactly how much time has passed.
No.
Jess is married now. I'm married now.
You're married.
I moved to England.
Mhm. I've done another danger quit.
Jess has quit again. That's all you need to know, listeners.
Mhm.
I mean, there's a lot more, obviously, but I think in terms of the Spark Notes high level, that's it.
A passage of time has passed, and that's.
Passage of time has passed.
Can we just check, producer Katie? Does Loz's lighting look way better than mine? I feel really puffy.
Being puffy has nothing to do with the lighting, Jess. Perhaps you should have gua sha'd for half an hour like I did. So here we are. Any updates do you want to get into before you dive into this here entry?
This is, I would say, quite a. This is quite a boring. This is very. I'm just letting everyone know what I've been doing. There's not many feelings
Newsy.
in here. It's very newsy. It's a newsy update.
Yeah.
It's not that interesting. There are some really bits in here that I read and I physically cringed.
You have to read them. You have to read them. Jess is trying to censor. You mustn't.
I know, we do say it's the
You have to
uncensored
be
pages.
embarrassed.
I know, but you know, what if we lose listeners as a result of this? You
We're
know,
going to lose listeners and we're going to gain listeners, Jess. That's how this works. Currently, the only way is up. Right. Give us a brief summary of what happened last week. This is a real test. This is a real test for you. Can you remember?
I'm just looking back at it. I've got it right here, so I'm looking back. It was the first crazy spell of 2016 is how I started it. Which
was nothing to do with you being hormonal.
You know how I feel about this, because I do think it invalidates mental health.
No, I disagree. I think it's really important that we acknowledge that women have huge hormone fluctuations, and it doesn't invalidate anything. In fact, it invalidates hormones by not saying that they contribute to poor mental health.
Okay, so this was fine. It was a crazy spell. I was comparing myself a lot. I got some bad marks, and I said everything accumulates. So I think it was that time where, as it says, everything accumulates.
I was done. Done with being compared to other people. Yeah.
Yeah. How can you remember it so well? Wow. Okay, so this is now 5 days later, Monday the 8th of February, 2016. My craziness was just a 24-hour blip.
Oh,
thank goodness. I invalidate myself.
24-hour blip. I wonder what that could be. Wonder what that could be. What a mystery.
My craziness was just a 24-hour blip. Thank goodness. Had the nicest birthday. Up there with one of my faves.
Of course it was.
Mum came up for lunch. brackets, very short notice because I'd been sad the day before, close brackets. She's very good like that. She has always been very good like that.
Yeah,
and we went to walk the dogs, who are no longer with us.
Oh, no.
Yep. So, and we went to walk the dogs in Woolerton and then to Brown's for lunch. You're going to love this, which was just lovely.
Just lovely. You know, it feels very true to form, Jess, that you've returned to the positivity. It wasn't like you last entry. It wasn't like you. And now it feels like you're back. So
yeah,
it's good. It's good to hear.
But it's 24
just
hours.
Lovely.
Bounce back.
Just
bounce
lovely.
back quickly.
Just
bounce back quickly. She dropped me back, and then I went and hung out with Matt, which was really nice. This next bit.
Yeah,
just cuddles. Just cuddles.
No.
Let me finish. Just cuddles and hanging out time in his bed. I don't know if that means sex, and I didn't write sex down. I don't know. But anyway.
Just cuddles and hanging out time.
Actually...
Jess, I think you are talking about intercourse there, and that is sad that as a 23-year-old woman you don't think you can write the word sex.
Well, maybe I knew that it would be... No, look...
Would you self-censor yourself? Have you said sex at all in any other?
We'll find out. I don't know.
We'll find out, won't we?
We'll find out. But anyway, so hanging out time in his bed.
That's
horrific.
Really vile. Yeah,
it's
it
really
is.
bad.
Hanging out time.
Back to Tev, which is the name of my road, by the way, which I've sort of shortened, abbreviated there. And had a bit of cake with the girls, and then went to Jamie's Italian with, and he listed off a load of friends, then went to the pub.
Big
I just felt very... Yeah, it continues. There are a lot of celebrations in this update. I just felt very loved all day. Lots of people phoned, which was lovely. Got some lovely B-Day cards, and it really was just a super day. A lot of
it really was just a super day. God, how nice. I love that that's your birthday entry, because I don't know if we've read my birthday entries yet, but
they won't be. Yeah,
they're quite a bit different. They're a different shade. They're a different shade.
Do you think do your birthday entries sound the same as your end of year ones do?
Yes, actually, and we're going to have an end of year entry today.
The parallels there are just good.
It's nice. Good. It's nice and as you can imagine, uplifting.
Which I actually do find birthdays quite difficult sometimes. So I have had some, I wouldn't say difficult birthdays, but I've had some when I feel a little bit sadder. So I'm really pleased for me that I've really felt the love in 2016. Ben called as well, which always sends me a bit funny. ...
Oh, he does. He does his birthday call.
Every year.
Still?
No, God, absolutely not. I'm a married woman now.
Now, yes, but you weren't.
Absolutely not.
You weren't last.
No, I did. I did have to send a message to say, hey, you got to stop. You got to stop doing this.
Wow.
Yeah. Really great to chat to him, though. I mentioned a friend. I'm just going to change her name. You don't need to know who she is. Thursday, I went to Virgin with Soph, and then for a sauna and steam room. And it was honestly one of the best ways to spend a Thursday evening.
Hell.
Can you let me finish, please? Can you let me finish? So relaxing.
Honestly, just the best way to spend a Thursday evening. You know what? Do you think you believe this? Do you think you're genuinely thinking?
You've definitely asked me this before.
I need to hear it again.
Yes.
You genuinely believe in the moment that you've just spent the best way that you can spend a Thursday.
When did you last go to the gym and have a sauna and a steam room? Because I think it looks like you need it.
I do it 3 times a week.
You need to do it more. Well, that's clearly not enough.
Because I need to relax.
Yes. Friday had a great translation lecture with Jean Andrews. She's so inspiring. Really makes me want to work harder and read more and have more general knowledge. That's really nice.
That's really nice.
Lovely.
That's really lovely. Nice that you've taken that from that nice glass half full energy.
Drove home and had some champagne and presents with Mum and Dad, which was a lovely occasion. And then I cooked patatas bravas and paella sorry, I said it in English, paella, I list off all of our friends, Dan, Laws and Emma, and we had lots of Prosecco. A lovely catch-up evening.
Where was I? Feel a bit offended I wasn't invited.
NFI'd.
Yeah.
I felt a bit tipsy by the end. That's how.
Just like when we went for dinner last week, Jess.
Yes, I was. I did turn up. I did turn up tipsy to that. Okay, so that was the end of, I think, my Friday, because then I go on to Saturday morning. I told you it's really long.
Yeah, keep going.
Saturday morning, had a birthday brunch. Oh, maybe you were there. Maybe you didn't come to the dinner, but you came to the brunch. Sorry, hang on. Saturday morning, had a birthday brunch at Jackson and Rye. I think it's since closed down. I actually think Bill's is better, but it was still so great to see the girls. Took Emma home, nipped in to see Jane and Charles. Always love seeing them.
To be fair, absolutely, always.
And saw... This is a person, we can cut this, but this is a person who worked at my gym at the time, so I'm just going to change his name. And saw Paul Smith driving past, and we gave each other a big old wave, and now he's added me on Facebook. No message to go with that, but an ad all the same. Bit naughty to want a message, though. ...
Is it?
Well, because I was in a situationship with Matt, so yeah, I think...
But it's only a situationship.
I know, but I was, I'm a woman of honour, so...
But there's also 4 other men on the scene currently, but
I appreciate
that's the line. I appreciate that the gym boy is the line.
That makes it... Look, it was... I don't know I don't know how to defend that.
Was he a good-looking boy?
No, it makes me... I think it makes me sound a little bit more of a hussy than I was,
Jess, you gotta sow those wild oats while you can. You're a married woman now, so thank goodness there were 5 boys on the scene.
You got to kiss some frogs.
Totally different metaphors there, but yes.
Same thing.
I think we're saying different things, actually.
No. What do we? Go on.
You're saying you had to kiss lots of frogs to get to your Sam,
and you said I'm
saying thank goodness you did lots of being a hussy, because now you're stuck.
No,
with your
you didn't
Sam.
say. But you just didn't say being. You said sow seeds. You didn't say
sowing those wild oats.
Wild oats. Sorry.
Carry on.
Mum and I went up the high road in the afternoon, and I bought an abundance of books. Inspiration from Jean Andrews, but she doesn't know it, which I'm very excited to read.
Hopefully Jean might hear this and know what an impact she made on your life.
Yeah, I don't think I ever told her, but maybe I can. Nipped into Cook to buy food for dinner with the girls later. So many celebrations. But I thought I was going to wet myself, so we had to retreat home.
Keeping it real.
Maybe this is you. Then dinner round 2 with Emma, Laws and Chloe, which was equally as delightful as the night before, but I didn't have to cook. Lovely. Okay, and then went to the pub to meet Rob. We'll list off some other names, and some others turned up. A very chilled night with pals. Okay, Rob and I talked, which was so nice. Cleared up all the weirdness. Not strictly true. We didn't clear it up because Rob still doesn't understand it in his head. But I said everything that was on my mind. And we're friends again, which is really nice.
Wow. I like that you say cleared it up. Well, actually, that's not true.
Yeah.
You chose to lie and then immediately correct your lie, which I respect the transparency there. What happened in this little encounter?
It's these bits that I really regret us starting this, because these are the bits that I don't want to have to talk about.
Yes, and can I just remind you whose idea this whole podcast was? So, Rob,
what happened? We had a brief romance.
Rob is a friend from...
A friend. Thank you. Thank you.
Rob's a friend from school.
From my childhood. friend from childhood. And we had a brief romance, and things didn't work out. And I was like, I kind of liked him at the time, you know?
Yeah.
And I think maybe this was like potentially early stage ghosting. I'm not sure. But I was like, it's not like I was pushing for a long-term relationship. I was like, we're just having a romance. We're having a nice time. And then, yeah, that was he just shut the door on that.
Interesting.
But this is the thing about these pages. I don't go into any more. I just scratch the surface, and then that's it.
Do you think that's intentional?
Maybe. I think maybe just get a little bit of it out, and then
you think it's cathartic, but actually,
yeah. But I haven't done anything
in a very neutral way, and you haven't addressed any of it.
Yep. Yes. Thank you.
Interesting.
Thank you.
That's what I'm here for. Just offer you an astute evaluation.
Just some psychoanalysis.
Closing thoughts for that entry, then. Favorite quote.
I think mine is Cuddles and hanging out time in his bed, because that honestly makes my toes curl. What's yours?
My closing thoughts would be,
yes, please.
I've gone 33 years not knowing that the best way to spend a Thursday is to go to Virgin Active and go to the sauna.
It's a very, very nice gym.
I'm not doubting you, Jess. That's my closing thought.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Shall we go on to you now? Okay, so can you bring us up to speed? I obviously struggle to retain. I can't retain things as well as you can. So can you just tell us where we got up to last time? No, but keep it short. Just a sentence or two.
I'm choosing not to latch onto that, because I think you were inferring something perhaps about my rambling. Last entry started with the realization that I've come to the decision about my recent lack of feet. I don't really particularly know what that meant, but the conclusion was, after feeling a bit disinterested and dejected with where my life was going, I quit my job and, well, I didn't quit it.
Of course.
I decided to go travelling.
You volunteered.
I chose to go to the front lines and work.
You danger quit after a year of cold hard labour.
Famously, it was the opposite of danger quit. I did a cowardly sabbatical.
Oh yes,
because I returned.
Sabbatical.
It was a cowardly sabbatical.
Yes, of course. Sorry. So
that was in November. And
are we skipping a little bit? Are we gonna?
No. I'm just giving you context. November, I decided to go traveling, but I'm not going traveling till March. So then there's a couple of entries between now and when I actually go away. This next entry is a little bit, I would say, it's quite intense because it refers to a former relationship.
Oh no!
And I'm not necessarily proud about how I communicate that relationship, but in the interest of keeping this podcast transparent and uncensored, I will read it with the caveat that it's not very nice to read it back and know how I was sort of thinking about my relationship and thinking about this person, because, no one deserves that. So that's my very mature caveat. 26th of the 12th, 2015. I've been meaning to write for a while. Not because I have something particularly thrilling to say, but because it's nice to get things down on paper. As I put in my slightly cringe letter to, now this is my Camp America boyfriend, we're going to call him Barb.
Carry on.
As I put in my slightly cringe letter to Barb, it's cathartic. Yeah. We conversed in letter form for a little bit after camp.
Rob wrote me a letter.
Do you still have it?
I don't think so.
My God.
High chance that I don't, and I wouldn't be able to tell you when it was written.
Oh, you must. You must have
no, I
kept
love
it.
this, Loz. I love that there are these parallels between the pages. Wow.
As I put in my slightly cringe letter to Barb, it's cathartic. It's safe to say my intense word vomit might have scared him off. A shame, as he was a lovely pen pal to have. That sounds like me, I know. I must have just really felt compelled. I must have felt really safe with him to be able to speak so openly. A shame, as he was a lovely pen pal to have. He has a new girlfriend now, and I think, unlike myself, there's only space in his heart for one bae. I guess it's a shame. I always banked on him being a love affair overseas. So how am I? What is new? Well, I'm in an odd place at the moment, and my God, it's smacking me in the face constantly.
No.
What the hell am I going to do? What the hell will make me happy? No answers from me, but I'm working on it. New Year soon, and I hope I can get my act together.
What do you think will make you happy?
What do I think at this point would have made me happy?
Yes, because you say you want to do more of what will make you happy.
I think my quest for happiness needed to be unfruitful for me to realise what actually would make me happy. And I don't think I was going to learn that at 23.
Okay.
I think in my mind, at 23, my happiness was contingent on success, mostly success, job success, and maybe relationship happiness. And so I was thinking, as soon as I arrive in that place, that will mean I'm happy. But that isn't really how happiness works. And I think it's taking me a while to realise that. But at 23, I don't think I was going to know that until I started getting those things and it still wasn't working. And then eventually I move. And I think that is what makes me happy in the end.
I really admire your ambition. But I do also think striving for success, as you've mentioned also the age 23 a lot. But I think striving for success at 23 is what do you think you were expecting? Do you think were you expecting sort of?
I think you're being cruel. We've taken this little hiatus and you've come back with a bit of a bite, Jess.
Okay, sorry.
I think
you
let me tell you
to analyse me, and so I'm just putting the question back on you.
Give it right back.
Was that unkind? Was that?
No, it was. That's important.
Hurt?
It's important, Jess. No, you've got to ask the hard questions.
Yes, because you keep talking about success. You were expecting success, but you'd been working for
a year.
Well,
that's the thing. I think I'm quite good at being delusional. I'm also a creative, so a lot of that's wrapped up in dreaming, which is important. But I think I have had from a very young age this expectation that I was going to be able to be successful right off the bat because I had all these ideas that I'd been brewing for a really long time. And then I thought we grew up and we went to a school that was particularly bad but good at stoking all of these fires in all of us to be you're going to change the world, you're going to be really successful, you're going to do this, you're going to do this. So then I went to uni thinking, they're lucky to have me because I'm here to mix things up and I'm gonna start directing at 18. Obviously none of that happened, so I was drunk the whole time. Then left uni thinking now I'm gonna enter the workforce and I'm gonna really, I'm gonna be the people are gonna be really wanting to have me on their teams. All these film studios, they're gonna be really wanting me. I'm gonna rise through the ranks. I'm gonna work hard, but I'm gonna rise through the ranks really quickly. Obviously no one cares what a 22-year-old
No, we mustn't age shame. We mustn't age shame.
But it was a different world back then, I think. It's different now. I think with social media and the creator economy, you can become very successful very young because it's not reliant on you having any experience. But in the professional world, you do need years of experience. I was working in film. So me as a 22-year-old had zero experience. Of course, I would need to. And if I'd stuck it out in film, it would probably be only now in my career that I would even be getting those opportunities. It is a slog. And there's a reason why it's a slog. I think it's too much of a slog, but I think there's a reason it's a slog because it's a huge learning curve and it's important. And the years that you have working are very valuable. And I think that was difficult to stomach at 22 because I thought, here I am,
23.
I've arrived, and now
You were 23.
I'm 23 here,
Okay, sorry.
but I'm talking about when I entered the workforce.
Fine.
And I did not get the opportunities that I was expecting to get, and it just felt very like diminishing. And I went in with so much gusto and so much hope and so many expectations, and my spirit was just slowly crushed.
Do you know what I will say? I think I'm a bit envious that you went into the workforce at 22, as you keep telling us.
As we all do. That's
yeah,
not a
but I think
brag.
I think I'm a bit envious that you really, really knew what you wanted to do, because I didn't have a clue. I literally didn't have a clue. I still don't have a clue. So
yeah, I think it's maybe rare that I had such a specific idea, but it didn't pan out to be anything. Like, I wanted to be a film director. It didn't happen. I'm a writer now, so it's like up close. And I actually think probably what I wanted to do was storytelling, and I thought maybe it was directing. But you also have to like do the thing to realize what you actually like. Like, a lot of the things that I wanted to do, I didn't know even existed before I was like in the industry, like script development and things like that. I had no idea that was a thing.
I don't know what script development is, so.
But also, your brain
have to
isn't
explain
even.
it.
I wasn't even going to. I'm quite good at self-censoring myself after this hiatus. My brain wasn't even fully developed then. And I remember actually, this is a tangent. Shall we go on it? You can cut this out. I remember talking to my therapist about it, being like, I feel like I'm letting my 16-year-old self down because I'm not hungry and chasing after all these big dreams that she had for me. And my therapist was like, no, I'm not to be rude, but her brain wasn't fully developed at all. So, she was probably wrong. So, to answer your question, Jess,
yes,
it makes perfect sense. Age 21, 16, 18, whatever it is, that you might not have known what you wanted to do because you're not a fully fledged person yet.
But I would say I would like to think that now I'm can I call myself a fully fledged person? Can I? I don't know what I want to do. My brain's developed. But anyway, it's tangential. Let's get back to the pages.
But I also think the most interesting people don't know what they want to do.
Thank you. That's probably the nicest thing you've said to me.
I wasn't talking about you.
So you just told me that I'm one of the most interesting people that you know, and I still don't know that because I don't know what I want to do. Carry on.
I'm feeling huge regret, if I'm honest, as this year comes to a close. Today, a year ago, Tina came to my house and asked me out. A whole year. And what have I done? Just fall in love? I thought I could do so much more with this year. And for me right now, I just feel like I've done nothing.
Sorry, falling in love is huge. What I was going to say is just falling in, like, that's such a lovely thing. That to me doesn't feel the same as being self-critical about having like achieved something, like, I don't know, getting a new job or writing a book or whatever. Like, falling in love, that feels like something that you shouldn't be critical about. Do you see my point?
Yeah, totally. But I think it's, again, and you'll see, I think I'm very diminishing of this relationship. Okay. And like, there's maybe reasons, there's like the relationship didn't work out. So there's maybe reasons why that is correct. But I think there's a huge amount of lack of respect that I am giving the relationship, and in turn, like, the person. And I think that's also why I have if all I've done this year is fall in love, like, because I'm not deeming this relationship as a success or as something that I should be proud of. Probably because I know that it's not going anywhere, but it's still, not great. I thought explaining these feelings to Tina was a mistake. I don't know why I would have done that.
So sorry, you think that... Sorry, do we think what you did is you said, I feel like I've achieved nothing this year. All I did was fall in love.
Yeah, because I do actually go on to explain it. Explaining these feelings to Tina was a mistake. For her, For her, so we obviously got into it. For her, falling in love was enough. That made her year worth it because we are so happy together and have so much fun. Do we? ? Are we especially happy ? Have I wasted a year trying to convince myself I'm happy in this relationship? For me, perhaps that was a waste. This is what I mean. It gets pretty harsh.
Do we want to do all of it?
Yes. It's easy now to say that if I'd not been with Tina, I would have done more, taken more risks, been creative. The truth is, the fact that I got sidetracked by love and parties and drugs does perhaps mean that I've wasted my time, but perhaps I would have done the same without her. I do not want to resent her for my failed fulfillment of my high expectations. I don't think our relationship could take it. Quite self-aware, perhaps.
Yeah, that's what we can take from that. Go you.
Come on, you were so cutting before. Let's give some more.
No,
Give me some more.
No, because I feel these are famously, as the name of the podcast suggests, these are really big feelings.
These are big feelings. This is quite raw.
This is raw. And I think your inner 23-year-old voice is being incredibly cruel. I also do think you've put a lot of so like, you know, you're in your early 20s, you're partying a lot, you're figuring things out, you're having fun. I think you then try and put a lot of that onto your relationship, which is
give it away. Not my fault.
Not my problem.
We did. It was a party relationship. We did do a lot of partying. It was great fun. I look back on it now, like obviously here I'm in it. I look back on it now because I know how things have panned out as like a very fond time in my life. Like it only was a year and a half. It didn't really fuck up my life in the way that I'm thinking it has here. As we say, big, small feelings, big feeling. It's actually in the end a small feeling. But yeah, I think there obviously is a tendency to, and this goes back to the happiness question of like putting the onus of my happiness on other things outside of myself. Relationship, it's the relationship's fault that I don't feel fulfilled, or it's the fact that I haven't made it a work the reason is why I'm not feeling happy. Also,
just had to find something else to pin it on.
Yeah. My vision board, age 23, was that I wanted to be head of BBC scripted.
I think that's
content.
Awesome.
At 23.
I'd back that.
At 23.
Sorry, by the age of 23, that's what you wanted?
Yeah, that's what I expected. So what have I learnt? Nothing, really. What I'm trying to do is move on with this kind of thinking because it's not healthy or productive. Spoiler, she does not move on from this kind of thinking, ever. But yes, she's trying. I'm sick of watching TV or a film and thinking, I wish that was me, or I could write that. I'm sick of lying in bed and concocting fantasies of plays or films. I'm sick of singing along to songs, pretending they're my own.
Sorry, that bit is... The rest of it, I felt, oh God, that's really sad. The singing along to songs, pretending they're my own.
Yeah, that's all really, really embarrassing.
No,
it is. Like I have a certain brand that I like to establish that is, cool, calm, and collected. This is really embarrassing.
Is that your personal brand? Cool, calm, and collected.
I'd say.
If you shouted that.
Do you agree? Cool, calm, and collected?
No.
Cool.
Mm-mm.
What do you think your personal brand is?
Cool, calm, and collected.
I think your personal brand is exactly how you're coming across in your journal, which is bubbly, effervescent.
My personal brand is not bubbly. It's not bubbly.
We're gonna poll our friends because yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is. Guys, we're actually recording live, and I have a question for the group. Please get back to me as soon as you can. I just described Jess's brand as bubbly, and she's vehemently disagreeing with me. Can you confirm or deny if you think that is correct? Jess's brand, bubbly. Okay, so we've got two replies. Becca says, ha ha ha, bubbly, no. Emma said, bubbly has an undertone of offence. You can't deny that.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
fine.
I think some of your brand is like, like tough outer shell. I think you're a bit like tough girl and a bit like cold and icy on the surface, but actually
cool. You could say cool and calm.
No, because cool, because not cool. You're not meaning cool in a temperature sense. That's not what you're meaning. Cool, like cool girl.
No, I mean cool, like relaxed.
Cool. You're not relaxed.
Well, you're certainly not cool. Cool. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. I'm singing along to songs pretending they're mine because I'm 23 and it's not normal to have these fantasies anymore.
Oh.
So what do? Do I stop playing? Playing makes me happy and it makes me me. It gives me hope that one day it might happen. The thing is, I've done it before. With Potter and various other projects, I've done it.
Oh.
So why the hell have I left it a whole year go by with no creativity? That's why I'm so miserable, because I'm not surrounded by creative people to inspire me. Actually, and that is really important now.
That is, sure.
You've changed, Jess.
Do you know what though? I was really. Do you know what I was thinking as you were reading that? What I was thinking is it's really nice sometimes just to listen to what you are saying, because I feel I get through one sentence and then we have a commentary from you. So I just thought I'm just going to let her get through that.
Okay, can I?
Yeah, I'm going to have to take notes now. Yes,
permission to speak.
Please, of course, please.
I think that a lot of my unhappiness and sense of ennui is because I'm not pursuing any creative projects.
Sorry,
which you're not. Obviously.
Sorry, I thought you were reading. You're doing your own analysis.
I'm analysing. I'm doing your
job.
I thought
when I said carry on, I thought you were.
No, I'm doing.
I'm
reading. Seeing as you refuse.
Sorry,
to analyse my words, I'm going to analyse them myself. No, I think if you are a creative person, not having a creative outlet can make you very sad and feel very purposeless.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what I'm experiencing here. And I'm very lucky now that I get to do that for a job.
I also think, like, why are you being so hard on yourself for dreaming a little bit? Yeah, you're being head of BBC Scripted is maybe like too big of a dream, but who are we to, what, like...
I think the point she's making is stop dreaming and do it, which I appreciate.
Okay, so execute. Oh, but, sometimes the world needs some dreamers. I would say both you and I are dreamers.
Yes, but if you just dream, you're not going to get any work out in the world.
We're executing now.
We're executing now.
You're executing now.
But what I think
You're
is
doing
really
your book.
lovely... Well, exactly. And I feel a lot more creatively fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
But what I think is very nice... Permission to take a brief tangent?
Can we make it snappy, do we think?
Yeah.
Or?
So I say here, do I stop playing? Playing makes me happy and it makes me me. I did a hypnosis with my therapist where I got to talk to my higher self. And my higher self, when I asked her what I should do for work, said, find joy and play through story.
Do you think, is this what we're doing now?
Sorry, I've got chills.
No, I know that.
Chills.
Sure,
That's what I'm doing now. That's what I'm doing now.
You can't just drop that. That's quite a bombshell to drop that you spoke to your higher self. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's come back to it.
Let's
the listeners might want to. Okay, let's keep that.
See if it comes
up here and revisit next time.
So here comes a pep talk. So buck up, Lozzie.
Buck up! Bless you, bless your soul.
Bless you.
Have I done a buck up bit? I think I do at some point.
Oh yes. So buck up, Lozzie, and stop complaining. Go out and start making your parents proud. I should stop having these conversations
your parents are proud.
Over and over, because fundamentally it's still procrastinating, but with a silver lining. The famous pep talk with no end. A pep talk for a pep talk for a pep talk. Well, if I don't do it, it won't happen, and it's as simple as that. Much love. Bored now.
Who's your much love to? Who's that?
All of us, I guess.
How many different closing offs have we had of your journal entries?
Probably just
do we
as
get
many
more?
times as you've said lovely.
Okay, that's unkind.
Haha.
That was unkind.
So that's it. That's the end of my entry. Obviously, it's not the kindest entry for a certain person, but you know, we said that we'd be real and we'd be raw. So that's my entry. Any closing thoughts, Jess? Wrap this up.
Yep, wrap it up. Closing thoughts. I just think a really simple one, which is just buck up, Lozzie.
Okay, so buck up is your closing thoughts. My closing thoughts, actually, I quite liked what I said, my closing thoughts. If I don't do it, it won't happen. It's as simple as that. That is so true. It's so true. And sometimes you need to hear that. We can build ourselves all these dreams and hopes for life, but if you're not going to act on them, that's all they'll ever be, is a dream.
I don't think that. Yes, I mean that is the sentiment. Of course, is correct there, but I don't think that's very encouraging. So,
do you feel like I'm attacking you?
No, I didn't feel like that was a personal attack.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
No, thank you.
Just checking. Great. Well, that's the end of the show. Listeners, if you'd like to send in any of your own big feelings, or if anything has spurred anything on, big small feelings, if anything that we've talked about in this week's show spurred something on, past, present, future, if you also have done a higher self hypnosis, send it in. Big small feelings, the podcast at gmail.com. We would love to hear from you, please. We'd love some mail. All right. Thanks, Jess. That was really nice to see you.
Great to see you.
That was really fun. Until next week.
Until next week.
Ta-ra.
Thank you. Ta-ra.